The Six Old Men and the 14 million pound heist, based on the real Hatton Garden robbery. Chapter 1. The Gathering. It began in a dimly lit pub in North London. The air smelled of stale beer, and the wooden tables had heard more secrets than most confession booths. 6 men sat in the corner: Brian Reeder, 76, John Kenny Collins, 75, Terry Perkins, 67, Daniel Jones, 60, Carl Wood, 58, and a mysterious figure police would later call Basil, whose true identity remained a mystery for years. They weren't strangers. Each was a veteran of the London underworld with criminal resumes going back to the 1970s. Some had done time for armed robbery, others for burglary. Most were grandfathers, but boredom, pride, and the lure of one last big payday brought them together. Their target? The Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Limited, a vault in the heart of London's Diamond District. Rumor had it during Easter weekend, millions in cash, diamonds, and gold would be sitting in the safe deposit boxes, unattended. Chapter 2. The plan. For weeks, they studied the vault's security: CCTV cameras, motion sensors, steel doors, and 20-inch thick reinforced walls. Impossible for most thieves. But for these men, impossibility was just another puzzle. Reeder, the oldest, was the brains. Perkins had inside knowledge of alarm systems. Collins was the driver and lookout. Jones was agile despite his age, able to squeeze through tight spaces. Wood handled tools. Basil was the ghost, the one who could move unseen. The plan was simple but dangerous. Strike during Easter weekend, when staff were gone. Access the building through the lift shaft. Drill through the concrete wall with industrial diamond drills. Empty as many boxes as possible before sunrise. They knew this was a high-risk job. At their age, it wasn't just prison they feared. It was dying before spending the loot. Chapter 3. The break-in, April 2nd, 2015. Good Friday London streets were quiet. The city was sleeping, but in Hatton Garden, shadows moved. The men entered the building carrying heavy tool bags. Inside the basement, they forced open a metal door to reach the lift shaft. The lift was disabled, so they climbed down to the basement floor. Then came the hardest part: drilling through 50 centimeters, 20 inches of solid concrete. The sound was deafening, the work exhausting. For hours they took turns, sweat pouring, hands aching. By morning they had made a hole just big enough for a man to crawl through. But then, a setback. The drill broke. They had to retreat and return the next night. Chapter 4. The Loot. April 4th, 2015. Saturday night, they came back prepared. The hole in the wall was ready. One by one, the old men slid through into the vault. Rows of safety deposit boxes lined the walls. 999 in total. They targeted over 70, smashing them open with crowbars. Inside, bags of diamonds, bundles of cash, gold bars, antique jewelry. They stuffed everything into duffel bags. When they finally left, they had stolen 13.69 million pounds, about $20 million, in valuables. The biggest burglary in British history. Chapter 5. The fall. For a few days, the gang celebrated quietly. They hid the loot in various safe houses, but they made one fatal mistake: talking too much. Collins was overheard bragging. Police were already checking CCTV footage, and they spotted their van. Phone records placed them near the scene. By May 2015, police raided their homes. They found bags of stolen goods, cash hidden in cupboards, and tools from the crime scene. One by one, the men were arrested. The trial shocked the public. 6 old men in court, looking more like pensioners than dangerous criminals. Chapter 6. The Legacy. The media called them the Diamond Geezers and Britain's oldest thieves. All but Basil were caught. Some received prison sentences of up to 7 years, a harsh punishment given their ages. Perkins died in prison at 69. Much of the stolen loot was never recovered. Even today, rumors say it's hidden in secret lockups or buried in gardens. The story of the six old men became legend, proof that greed, skill, and ambition don't fade with age. But neither does the long arm of the law.